What's going on, everybody? It's your pal Fearless here, and today I'm going to show you a little hack that you can use to make a dark melody every single time. So let's jump right into this. Alright guys, so when I make dark melodies I tend to use major chords, so I'm going to go ahead and drop in a major MIDI here and we're going to get started. Okay guys, so once you got your scale set up and you know what notes are in it, if you need to know what notes are in your scale, just go ahead and Google that scale. So if you want to use a D major like I use, you can look that up on Google and it'll tell you the different notes. Then you can grab the MIDIs and slide them behind the keyboard so they don't play. And I'm going to use somewhere around 160 BPMs for this. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to find the root note of that scale. So I'm using D. So I'm going to start counting. I'm going to go up to the 6th note. So this is the first note, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So we got a B. So we're going to start with the B here. And then we're also going to go to the 4th note. So you could either go to like 6 and 4 or 6, 5, and 4. And you'll just have to play around with this and test it, but I'll show you what I mean. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this a bass note. We're going to go down here. Let's go down one more an octave. So now I'm going to go down to that 4th right here, and I'm just going to kind of copy this over again. And these are going to be our bass notes that we're going to lead with. So it's sounding like this right now. Actually, let's move this in a little more. There we go. Alright, so when you're making the first melody, use a piano because it's really easy to kind of get the chords and everything adjusted, right? You can hear it a lot better with the piano, but then after we get our basic melody written down, you can change it to whatever instrument you want. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go up here into the higher notes, and we're just going to start playing with the little top melody. That'll be really easy and simple, and then we'll repeat over and over again. This way it'll be really memorable and really hard. So you can literally do something that simple and just repeat it over and over again. It's going to be really catchy, and it's also going to sound really good. So let's go ahead and copy this over and take a listen to what we have now. So now once you have that melody created, you can go ahead and pick what kind of instrument you want it to be. Things that work really well are maybe some strings, pianos, bells, or any kind of like synths or things like that. I'm going to stick with the piano, but I'm going to go ahead and pick out a darker one for this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go find another instrument that we can play over top of it, make it even simpler, and it's just going to complement this main one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some effects to these and use some plugins and stuff to make them sound a little better. But honestly, from here, you got a hard banging melody. So I'll show you some of the effects I like to put on mine. Alright guys, so I usually like to put some vinyl distortion on my plugins just to kind of noise them up a little bit and make sure they're not so clean. So I'm going to use cassette for this, but you could use another one as well. Alright guys, I'm also going to use this effect rack plugin. So I'm going to go ahead and use some vinyl distortion on the piano as well. I'm going to use this warm keys setting that I like a lot for my pianos. We're also going to be using effect racks on this one. Alright, I'm going to take a bunch of lows out of this. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up this super dark melody tutorial. This is the hack that I use every time to get a really dark melody super quick every single time. Hope you like that one. If you like this video, smash that like button for me and hit the subscribe button because we're uploading new tutorials every single week, bro. But besides that, I'll be catching you again in the next one. Peace out.